Okay, this morning I wanted to take a quick moment to show you my dining room. I switched the piano into the far side of the room. My piano used to sit over here, but so much of the time the lighting's really poor, and I always get grief from people saying too poor of lighting, or I'm too shaky, or a whole, myriad of things. But anyway, I stole my inspiration this year from a store that we have called Pottery World, and the little gal was gracious enough to send me pictures because I had purchased some of these items and wanted to mimic what I had seen, and then on my camera I couldn't get the clarity that I needed. So instead of having to go all the way back to the store, so go Pottery World in Northern California. You guys are fabulous people. Anyway, so what I did is I actually took a tree skirt, which is that right there, and I wanted to kind of do the juxtaposition of shapes. We have obviously your standard traditional rectangular dining table, but I loved how, and I still have stuff all over my floor, you guys. I just wanted to get this out to the early birds who decorate in a really early fashion like I do. I wanted to be able to mimic the shapes of all the spheres. So I got a round tree skirt that I already had. I wanted to utilize things that I already had. And I just added in a pedestal. It's a pedestal. Can you see that? Bowl that I've had for years tucked away and haven't done a darn thing with it. But what I did is I just kept building with all the shapes of all the different ornaments. But I added this really beautiful, this stuff is gorgeous. I got it after the season last year, again from Pottery World. And it's a green and brown frond. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And then I did these, which are my candlesticks, and I had done this last year. You guys probably remember these pretty little angels on top of the candlesticks. I'm trying to avoid being in the picture because I'm in my morning clothes. Anyway, so these spheres actually light up. And they come on at night. They're on a timer. They were QVC. And here's another one of my beautiful little angels. And I just simply attached it to a candle that I already had, because when you step back, you're seeing it on this candelabra. And then obviously I mimicked the whole, the same foliage that was in the bowl onto the candelabra. So anyway, there's that. And then I just attached a silver poinsettia, which will match some of the poinsettias that I use in my tree. And as you back up, I did just a really simple silky sheer, I guess I should say more of a sheer, underneath the bowl, again, just to give some movement, a little bit of movement. And then as you can see, these I just attached to the chandelier. They catch the light beautifully. And I just attached them to the top of the chandelier, and then I added these, which I've had for years as well, and you've seen them in other videos. So this is my dining room table. I am super pleased with it. I'm going to come back and do this in the evening as well, but at least this way you can see in detail exactly what we did here. And again, I'm hoping that I'm not in the darn pictures, and I apologize if I am, but this is fun. I've always wanted to do this. This was just fun. And I forgot to mention that this is some like gilded twig that I had that I didn't know how to utilize it, so I almost made it like a bird nest, which is kind of weird when you think about it, but birds are big this year. So anyway, I'll show you the nighttime visual of this. Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to show you this in the evening, and I don't know if the lighting's any better, which was why it was so nice to do it during the day. but the reflection of the chandelier down on this gorgeous bowl of lights is really just beautiful. You can see the individual lights actually in the, you know, in the spheres. So sorry about the dog in the background. I'm babysitting my brother's dog and she's not that happy. Anyway, so that kind of comes cascading down, and it really catches the light. And then, it's okay, baby. Shh. And then you've got these that, again, if you're standing here, you can see them a lot more vividly, but they're very, very beautiful. And again, everything is reflected in the mirror, which is wonderful too. And then, so I went super simple in the background there, and then just did a globe. But look at that, how pretty that looks in the reflection. So hopefully you can see that very well. And then I'll show you the rest of the house in another video, but I did want to show you this up close and personal in the evening. And then I did that in the corner. Those are some more of the flameless candlesticks, and I need to put batteries in those, but I'll tell you what, I use so many batteries. I should have stock in batteries. So anyway, Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching Designs by Michelle and checking out my newest tablescape. Hope you are all having a very merry holiday season and enjoying your decorating. Merry Christmas.